Look, let's get into some other stuff too. Experience, right? We talked about experience a trillion, million, billion times before. When it comes to standards, right? A lot of people can only wished before about what kind of people they want in their life. A lot of people only wished about what kind of man or woman they want in their life. Let me take a pause and I talk about another thing. Lately, I've been talking about how a lot of people ruin their own life and life experiences by what basing their beliefs off of other people's experiences. That's why social media is such a trash area, because what people do is they hear how other people talk about men, they hear how other people talk about women, and they base their life off of other people's experiences when you haven't had those personal experiences. I hear women say, "Oh, man ain't this, man ain't that," but you haven't personally went through anything to testify for that. You don't have your own testimony of why men are terrible. Same thing for men. Oh, can't trust these women, can't trust these hoes. Sir, you never had a woman cheat on you. You've never had a woman stab your back. You're literally basing your life based on other people's experiences, and it's ruining your life. You're living by a set of rules that don't exist. Don't put your trust in these women. Don't listen. There's a lot of great women out there. Just because that man struggled with a woman doesn't mean you have to go through the same experiences. And you cut off a lot of great life experiences by trying to live by other people's rules and experiences. The truth is you gotta commit to finding out on your own, because that's the only way you can build your own testimony. Stop trying to base your life off of other people's experiences, because it doesn't work that way. You get into the experiences the same way, but you can't get the same thing out of each experience as another man did. So stop trying to connect the two and build it as one. It doesn't work that way, sir. Now listen, when people actually experience a good man or woman, the woman or man that they have dreamed of their entire life, or even a man or woman that exceeded the expectations that they believe was possible, right? It's no longer just a dream. It's no longer just a fantasy. It is now you who is actually experiencing this experience. So now that you have actually experienced it and you know that it is real and you know that it is possible, once you find out something is possible, it's kind of hard to go back to the contrary. Because if I know that it's possible for a woman to love me, take care of me in a sense of, you know, being present for my feelings, being present for this, being present for that. Once I know that it's possible, no way will I ever want to go back to dealing with women who just want me for their benefit. So it's that comes down to that is too. Like once you feel that experience, once you know that it's true, once you know that it's possible, it's very hard to go backwards on that. Now, it also comes down to experiences. Everything is experiences. I've said the word probably a million times in this one episode alone. A quality man or woman brings certain experiences. They bring a sense of peace. They bring a sense of stability. They bring a sense of safety. They bring connection. They bring a lot of things that we yearn for and things that we want. When you run across a quality man or woman, they bring certain things with them that, like I said, you can carry through your entire life. Once you feel that one experience and you experience quality, it's really hard to go back to before experiencing the quality. So that's why it's really hard to get over someone like that. Have you guys ever been with someone who can teach you how to grow, or have you ever been with a man or a woman that inspires you? A lot of people haven't experienced that. And once you do, if you're a man, if you get to experience a woman who actually inspires you to do better, if you're a woman and you actually meet a man who inspires you to do better and exposes you to your true potential, it's a whole nother ball game, because now it's like, it's not about you. You're also adding me in the mix, right? Which is how a relationship should be, really. But you're showing that you care about me. because you're exposing me to my potential. You're telling me what I can do and how I can be better. And we're able to be honest with each other and help each other grow. It's about growth at the end of the day. So if you can expose someone to their true potential, that adds a lot of value to their life. When you add value to someone's life, the game completely changes. It's a lot deeper now. You see what I'm saying? A lot of people just add a body onto another person's life. You just add a body. You're just a body. You know, someone who keeps me company, someone who I can use for attention. It's a different ballgame when you add value to someone's life. Understand? But I'm going to go ahead and just leave it at that. I think that about covers everything. I appreciate you guys greatly for tuning in. I'm going to go ahead and see you guys in the next episode. Peace.